Hi, I'm Laurie Dobson. I am a U.S. Senate Maine independent candidate. 2008, I ran against Susan Collins. I saw the second debate between the Senate candidates, Max Lynn, Susan Collins, Sarah Gideon, and Lisa Savage. I ran myself as a progressive independent, and I also ran in 2016 as a Bernie candidate. Because I supported the platform. Anyway, so I'm an anti-war activist, peace and justice activist. So very much like Lisa Savage and her program. And I think she's doing pretty well this year. She's holding her own. She's articulate. She stays on message. She has a coherent message. It's basic. It's vote for me. This time you have a chance to vote for an independent who doesn't follow and toe the line. The only issue I have really with her is that she doesn't come out with both, guns loaded and show who she is and what she'll do in the Senate. She's showing why you have an alternative, and and it's a good alternative, very good alternative. But in the debate last night, I was more impressed, I think, by Max Lynn than anybody. First of all, he's a doofus. He's fairly oafish. He's delusional when he comes across, but who else did that? Carnival Barker, Donald Trump, and people have that F it, mentality now. He just might do okay because he read something that showed exactly why you shouldn't vote for either of the two candidates. He did his job. He showed an independent alternative. And while he was rude, very unsenatorial, where they all call each other friends and crap, and then they don't do anything for us. They're beholden to their friends. It demonstrates it. He showed it by snipping up the masks. He showed it by saying, look, I'm going to be your alternative, and here's why these guys aren't doing anything. They're just going to represent their paymasters. The heads of the Senate, which, they serve the moneyed interests. And he showed that, and he said that. So you know what he would do. You're clear on that. I know that, in a way, Lisa showed why she should be the best alternative. But I didn't actually get that she thought she had a real chance, or that she would act as though she did, and how she would make her chance real, and what she would do when she got there, and how she would galvanize support for herself by force of personality, by force of determinism and determination. What is her ideological core? I get that she's a teacher. I get that she wants to do right by the people. I get that she's into that. But Gideon does a fair amount of pretense on that as well. She unfortunately, I think she's sort of the PC status quo. Don't worry about it. I'll keep your vested interests at heart, as did very glib, very emotive Susan Collins, really trying. It's the first time I've ever really seen her look threatened, and she's 4 points behind. That money, I guess, is doing its thing. But, it's really a drag when you have a chance in Maine. We've worked hard to get this thing to happen, the ranked choice voting, and you still get people like, it doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't hurt at all to choose your best person and to think that way. But I think people are scared to even think that way. They just don't want to, because they don't want to get their hopes up. And that is really where it's at. People are just so demoralized, dumbed down, that they want to just give up. I would say, don't give up. Vote your alternative. I don't care who it is, but vote your first choice, whoever they are. I think the more that we indicate right now who they're going to be taking polls, you can vote whoever you want to, but let them know why you would be voting for somebody as ridiculous, say, as Max Lynn. He's saying the things, he's calling the bullshit what it is. And then, of course, Sarah has to chime and say, well, their children might be watching. Well, politics is mean and nasty, mean and nasty right now. And there's nothing more inappropriate than the vast amounts of money that she's taking. Wouldn't it be a nice alternative to see a Democrat in her place and have no commercials? But you know why they're there. They're not against Susan. They're against Lisa. Same reason the Boston paper the other day did this huge article. It didn't even mention her, and yet she's polling 34%. So, give us a chance to listen to them, to hear them, and we can make our own call on this thing. We can be informed by them. And an informed voter is a happier voter. And that's what I tried to do. I tried to get in when I was running. They didn't allow me any room at all in the debates, not even 1 minute each. They couldn't be generous enough to even allow that out of their free time. I busted into in Brewer, one of the debates, to try to just implore them to give me a chance, give me a shot. And I had to go through 3 different courts, finally the Maine Supreme Court, to allow my ballots. By that time, they said, well, we can, it's too late. Well, they delayed it for a month, over a month. And then they just said, oh, well, procrastination isn't an... Anyway, it was unfair. Let's just put it that way. It was really unfair because I really had a shot to, articulate some things that needed to be said, as did Max Lynn and to a lesser extent Lisa Savage. And Lisa, you got a small window here. Don't think that, by force of carefulness or making sure you dot all your I's and cross all your T's and make sure people know that you care about the schools too and this and that. Don't worry about it. People know you're a teacher. People know who you are. You presented your option. You presented why they should vote for you by the idea this time of voting a difference. But why you, what would you actually do with this shot? How would you take that ring off the merry-go-round and take it right into the Senate and use it? Use it imagine yourself as a huge Statue of Liberty that came to life and was in the Senate. What would you do? Give people an inkling of an idea, a semblance of an idea who your creative person is inside that would say, and how you'd manage that. I mean, get some passion in there. I know you're forceful, you're articulate, but show them your heart. I mean, your relentless heart, your dauntless heart. I know it. You have it because you've gotten this far. So let it be revealed now or never. What is your program? What will you promise people? Susan Collins has studied her. That woman knows how to keep her position. She's tap dancing for all it's worth. She's showing people she cares. Well, of course she is good at showing that. But when push comes to shove, we all know she doesn't vote that. Show why you cannot afford to vote for her. Or Sarah Gideon, who is just acts like she's just so on top of everything. But she's not different, not substantially. Why not? Because they're the same. Show why they're the same. The moneyed interests, the back and forth. It doesn't include us. And Max Lynn is saying it. He's giving you your speech. Take it. Thank him. Show why you respect him. Elevate that man. He had more guts than you. Be that person. Just be Max Lynn with within bounds, and show that you're not there for your own ego gratification, because at least he's honest about it. At least be honest about what you're running for. That's what you owe the people. If you care about people, then tell the truth and have fun. Look like you're having a good time. Enjoy this moment. You've got what the rest of us craved, never could get. Oh my God, if I'd had 3 minutes, even 3 minutes, boy, would I have come out fighting out of the pen. I would have been a bull in the arena. You would have seen me. You would see me show why I had that shot, and I would take that shot for people that I listened to. 15,000 people prayed that I would do something different for them. You just show a little bit of that, and I'll be happy. Thanks for listening. I hope, for what it's worth, and get those papers to just, let people know. Let people know that there is a lot of smoke and mirrors right now, because you are making this difference. You do have this if you would take it. We're just watching to see if you want this bad enough that you will take it. Don't accept anything less. You don't have to be deluded. You just have to be convinced of yourself. That's what it takes. That's what you need. And you have it if you will show it and be it. Do it for us. Do it for those of us who never got what you got now. Do it. I helped get you here. I worked for ranked choice voting. I put time in while I was running in 2016. A lot of people did. So be there for us.